common pitfalls in establishing a point of view of the song is just that we don't stick with the point of view that we established. A lot of times we'll start the song with saying, he did this, and he did that to me, and he did this to me. And then we get to the chorus and we're saying, and you should know that I'm not going to take it anymore. And we're like, wait, are we talking about he or you now? And that's the most common pitfall, is just not sticking with the point of view that you started with. Sometimes I'll write an entire song with a different point of view and then change it all at the end and go through all the theys and make it you know, and this is just something you want to establish. It's a choice that you make at the beginning of the song. You can certainly make it at the end. I think the title of a song can be important. Obviously, the more unique a title is and the more special it is, the more it'll stand out to people. The truth is, I don't ever write to a title. You know, sometimes a title can be as simple as I Need You, and we all relate to that. And we all know what that song's gonna be about, and it works. You know, the other thing that I try not to do is write a title that has already been written. You know, it's kind of like naming your child Oprah. And, you know, they'll always have to live up to that. So that's one thing I definitely stay away from, even though you don't have to. It's not a copyright law. You know, you can't copyright a title, but I definitely stay away from that. What is the danger in using a cliche in a song? Well, I think they can be used or not used. I don't think there's really a danger. I do remember this time when I was in Nashville and I went to the movie and it was Jerry Maguire. And, you know, that next day, you could walk up and down Music Row and hear 100 different songs being written called You Had Me at Hello. And in fact, I went to write that next week with a guy named Skip Ewing, who's an amazing songwriter. And on his blackboard in his office, it said, You Had Me at Hello, on hold for Kenny Chesney. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Everyone had a song called You Had Me at Hello, and Kenny cut it and put it out there, but it didn't last long. You know, it lasted its time and then everyone was sick of it and the movie was passed and it was over. And it's not on his greatest hit CD. You know, so I think one of the dangers of using cliche is that they get burnt out pretty quickly as well. I think that one of the mistakes that a songwriter makes in the craft of a song, like using irony and alliteration and allegory, is just that they don't use them right. You know, there was that big controversy of the Alanis Morissette song, Isn't It Ironic? And all the lines she used in the song wasn't really ironic. Like, it wasn't actually irony. It was actually just a fact or something, I don't know. You know, but I think that's one of the common mistakes that you use. I don't ever really sit down when I'm writing a song and try and use alliteration, or I don't try and use irony. You know, there are other writers out there that probably do, because they're, you know, they're really humorous and those kind of things. But I do know that, you know, using those kind of tricks in your song just makes it more memorable. And it makes it memorable for a 4-year-old, which is what we say. If a 4-year-old can remember your song, you know you've got something. So sometimes using alliteration, using inner rhymes in your song, I mean, those are the kind of things that stick in people's heads.